Hi, my name is Paul and I like to go places. I think for today's video it's going to basically be just like an update vlog. I don't have any particular destinations that I planned. I was basically just using today to kind of explore the area, go to some places I haven't been before. So I'm going to show you where I ended up and give you a little bit of an update about the Jeep build as well. So not a whole lot has actually changed on the Jeep. There's a few things I did do. I did actually do some lighting upgrades. These are, I think, a little bit brighter than the ones that were on there originally from one of the previous owners. So, and I'm not a big fan of like light bars or anything, so I just wanted something small. And I did also put these small lights up on here for kind of like reversing in the middle of the night where, you know, you can't see anything behind you, and I figured that might help. So other than that, I did do some maintenance. So I noticed that sometimes when I would be kind of like going from a stop, I'd hear like a loud clicking or something somewhere in the front end here. And it wasn't specifically from like first gear to reverse or anything like that, which is what a lot of people were talking about, that could indicate what is it, the worn U-joints. But I did them anyway, and because I was already in there, I also replaced the wheel bearings because, I don't know, I might as well. I had to remove the old ones in order to get the U-joints, but yeah, so I got new U-joints on the front and the new wheel bearings, and that sound has not come back since. So I'm going to assume that I did actually have worn out U-joints. So yeah, that seems to be pretty good. I do also have replacements for the other drive shafts as well. But I won't get to that until probably after the winter. And well, obviously you can't see it, but because this is a 2006 Jeep, it does have the 6-speed transmission, transmission, the NSG 370, I believe it is. And so my Jeep has over 200,000 kilometers, and the transmission is, you know, kind of worn out. It has the very bad shifting from 1 to 2, and kind of bad from 2 to 3, especially when it's cold. So I've been trying different transmission fluids. I originally had tried the Royal Purple Synchromax, and that wasn't bad. I decided to switch over to Pennzoil to see if that was any better. It was in fact worse, so I ditched that, and just the other day I put in the Redline MTL. It's the 75W80, I believe it is, and that so far I think is the best fluid that I've run in here. So the synchros are still worn. There's no miracle cure for that, you know, short of removing transmission and rebuilding it, but the feel is a lot better. The actual shift feel is improved, and it doesn't really struggle to go between those gears as badly as it was on the other fluids. So yeah, I definitely recommend the Redline MTL fluid on the 6-speed transmission if yours is kind of like on its last leg and you want to try and prolong its life. So yeah. Anyway, where we're at right now is it's a wreck site that I've never heard of, and I think it's called Zum Peak Wreck Site or something like that. Yeah, Zum Peak, and I think that is actually the name of one of the surrounding mountain peaks here. The road that I've just pulled off of is, I think it's called Upper Canyon Road. It's just like a dirt road. I'll do an overlay on the screen of where exactly I am here, and I believe we are, you know, in a valley within the Coquihalla area, because I continued that canyon road keeps on going that direction, and I continued on there for a while. I shouldn't have, because it is very overgrown and it did a number on my paint job. Oof. But yeah, so it goes on for, I don't know where it actually ends. It just kept going and going, and yeah, you could see all the mountain peaks on either side. So I don't know. It's very scenic in the Coquihalla area. I think what I'll do, it's kind of overcast right now, so it's not exactly the greatest weather, but I'll see if I can get some drone footage of what it looks like in the air in this area. So anyway, back to this wreck site. It looks like it's just basically one camping spot. So we do have the picnic table there, fire pit. The washroom is just kind of behind in these trees. There's an outhouse up there. And just kind of past these trees is a creek. No idea what creek it is. Yeah, so yeah, no idea what this is. I'm sure I'll figure it out on the map and put it on the screen, but yeah, this is, I was not expecting to find this. I'd never heard of this wreck site before. I'm not going to camp here tonight, but I'm going to keep it on my list of possible sites to actually stay at some point in the future here. So yeah, anyway, I will probably just hop in the Jeep right now and head back up toward Merritt and do some more exploring. So I've just left the wreck site. It's just basically beyond those trees there, and I think that's maybe the Zum Peak, possibly. I'll check on the satellite, but one thing is there's this trail here, and I passed this on the way in, and it said, you know, Little Douglas Lake, and I was like, I've never heard of that. Because like the actual Douglas Lake is pretty far away from here. So when I saw Little Douglas Lake, I was wondering, where on earth is this lake? But on the drone footage, it shows there's a lake beyond, like further that way, and I think it's about, if I had to guess, I'd say it's maybe 2 to 3 kilometers from the wreck site that we just left. So yeah, I'm assuming this is the trail to get to that lake. And I'm not going to do it today. I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but I will do some research on this trail, and potentially I will actually hike out there at some point. So yeah, anyway, it's time to hit the road again. So just before we lose all the sunlight, I wanted to show you this place. This is called Boot Lake, and I haven't camped here before, but earlier in the summer when there was wildfires and I had to evacuate from my house, I was doing a lot of like back road exploring because I was so bored, and yeah, this is one of the places that I saw on the map and I decided to come check out. So it's a very nice lake, and from the satellite view, which I'll show you right now, it's shaped like a boot, which is why it's called Boot Lake. And this is located off of a forestry service road called Pothole Boot Lake Forestry Road or something like that. It's not that difficult to find, so I will, I think maybe I'll show you a little map and exactly how you get here. But yeah, it's there's a few camping spots here, and there's one that's like right on the water here, which is pretty nice. And yeah, I'll show you where my my Jeep is parked right now. Alright, so the lake is just down there. This is another spot where I happen to be parked right now. And on the picnic table over there, So I think there's a total of 3 camping spots here. And just over there is a washroom, because this is an official rec site. So I'll also note there is kind of like a makeshift campsite that's somewhere over there, I believe. Further up the road before you actually get to the rec site, it does split off. And as you're going along that way, it does kind of pass this one area where people have like, they've made like wooden furniture and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know. That's not part of the rec site. That's just kind of somewhere where people have camped out before. But yeah, the forestry road does continue way along way in that direction there. And I don't think there's really anything else to see beyond that. But yeah, it's a very beautiful place here. And I just missed the kind of like the sunset, and you can't really see it because it's going to be in that direction there, but yeah, this is one of the things that I've noticed about this area. So like right now we're up on the Okanagan connector. I'm heading from Merritt back to Kelowna, and when you're driving at this time of day, the sunsets usually look really nice, but yeah, it is over there, so you can't really see it. But yeah, this is still a very nice view. But oh, and there's fish jumping too. It's only like not even 7 o'clock yet, so what I might do is just have a campfire before I actually head back home. But yeah. All right, well, it's pretty dark and pretty cold up here, so I am just gonna basically head back to Kelowna now. And there's a lot of different squeaking noises that come from this Jeep. Squeaking and other strange noises. Like, it sounds like there's a piece of sheet metal flapping around somewhere around my driver door area. I'm gonna have to look into that one of these days. But anyway, thanks for watching.